an ex-pass out of DCE, and I'm honored to be here. If you'd asked me 20 years back, around 20 years back, whether I would have had an opportunity or I saw myself addressing a group of brand new students into DC, I guess my answer would have been no. A lot's changed since then. Like I said, I was a civil engineer from DC. Who are from civil? Quick show of hands. You might have realized the other alumni was also from civil. So civil seems to be having a great wave here. Well done, guys. Good decision to pick civil engineering. Yeah. But things were different. And I just wanted to walk you through a little bit of the journey, especially at DC, and walk you through some of the stuff that's happened after. So things were a little different. When I joined in 1990, and I passed out in 94, I was actually part of the first batch which entered DC courtesy competitive exam. Till that time, Delhi College of Engineering used to select its students basis physics, chemistry, and maths results. So I think that was the first batch. It was a competitive batch. The second thing that I remember was that our campus used to be about, you guys have about 140 acres here, I believe. Ours used to be about, I think, 5 acres, and that used to be in the middle of Kashmiri Gate, and we used to share it with a bunch of monkeys. I do not know whether that's changed, but that used to be the high point of going to Delhi College of Engineering at that time. The third thing was that I had the fortune of studying with some of the brightest people that I had ever met. And that's something that I think is super important for all of you to remember. You've done a lot of hard work. You are now part of the Delhi College of Engineering. You have, frankly speaking, made it. From now onwards, it's not about the small things. It has to be about the long marathon that you will run through your lives. Remember, you're roughly about, what, 17 to 18 to 19 years old. You will work till the age of about 60. That's another 40 years. And then hopefully you have another great life as a retired or as a consultant for another 20. So you've just done a quarter of what you set out to do through the rest of your life. And it's very important that you prepare for not just a sprint. Actually, I think the sprint's now done. You're now part of one of the best institutes that exists in India in engineering. And I am biased because I was part of the same institute. But frankly, I mean, look, in corporate life, you will realize that there is this alumni, there is this band of brothers, which is the DCE network. Today in India, just stepping back a little, today in India, there are tons of great entrepreneurs who have fundamentally passed out of DC. Folks who run Paytm, folks who run Pepperfry, that's me, folks who run, Food Panda, folks who run First Cry. First Cry is actually a junior of mine, Supam from engineering again. We are all ex-DC alums. And we've set up businesses by ourselves, and I'm telling you, there's a great band of brothers there. The thing that you might think is, so how would this journey pan out, or how did this happen? So here's my story. It's a fairly simple one. My mother was a scientist. I'm a South Indian born and brought up in Delhi. My mother was a scientist, a fairly low-ranking scientist in the Indian Agricultural Research Institute. My father passed away when I was very young, 7 years old. So therefore, frankly, we had no money. We had no business background. My surname is not Bansal, Goyal or Agarwal, it's Murty. And the only thing that I guess I knew reasonably to do was to figure out how best can I solve problems. And I would like to think that DCE, and now DTU, helped me hone that skill a lot. And that's what will stay with you through the course of the next 20, 40, 60 years of your life. It's very important, pick every problem as if you're solving it for the first time. Yes, study to solve a problem. It's important. If you don't know how to solve a problem, you will never be able to solve a problem. But always have that curiosity, always have that excitement. when you're looking to solve a problem for the first time. It'll make life easier for you. It'll make things exciting for you. And you won't get bored of, be it either your studies or the work that you might choose to do afterwards. I used to be, for example, I was reading a book sometime when they said that if you do something for 10,000 hours, you get really good at it. Now I've been a CEO first of eBay. Prior to that, I used to be an SVP at ICICI, and now I have been running my own company as CEO for 6 years now. I think I've covered more than 10,000 hours. The thing about what they didn't say in the book is if you do something for 10,000 hours, you also tend to get bored doing it. So what you need to do is figure out how do you keep yourself excited at all points in time about everything that you do. How do you keep yourself excited about attending classes? How do you keep yourself excited about cultural events that might be happening at DTU? How do you keep yourself excited about placements? How do you not get bored, demoralized, or think that, hey, I missed my chance? The thing is, always keep in mind, it's not about a sprint. There has been research done across various countries, including India, and the only sign of success that has been identified amongst everybody who's successful in the world. And success is various things. Success could be having a great family life. Success could be making tons of money. Success could be, having fantastic parents taking great care of them. Whoever has been successful in life has always had one quality, and that one quality is stuck with them. That quality is called grit, G-R-I-T. And what that means is, sometimes you'll go up, some semesters, and let me put things in your perspective. Some semesters you'll go up. Perhaps sometimes you'll land a great job. Your placements would be, I was, for example, in DC in 1994 when I passed out. I was the first guy to get placed, and I was from civil engineering. And I got a job with this company called SIEL, and I didn't take that job up because I went and directly joined IIM Calcutta. But I was the first guy to get placed. And it's fine, because people who were better than me, 2 years later, 5 years later, did better than I did. So sometimes you go up and sometimes you go down. It's fine. You have to live with it. What you got to think is, am I in it for the marathon or am I in it for the sprint? Do I have the grit to keep going, keep thinking about what it is that I wish to achieve? And if you have that confidence in yourself and you have that ability to keep going, I think you'll do really well for yourselves. Today I built a company which, we had 2,500 crores. If you asked me 20 years back, when I was at DC, about 20 years back, whether I would ever build a 2,500 crore company, I think my answer would have been no. Because I had a fairly hazy idea of what I wanted to do. And it's fine to have a hazy idea when you're 18 and 19. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having a hazy idea about what you want to do. Some of the most interesting people that I've ever met actually have a hazy idea of what they want to do even when they're 40. But they are really interesting people. They're people who, I would love to associate with. They're people who I enjoy having a conversation with. So it's fine to have a hazy idea, but always as you're doing, even when you have a hazy idea, and you think, okay, I'm going to make tons of money, say it's going to be tons of money, I'm going to cross 1,000 crores. Think big. Think truly big. If you're not thinking big, very often you take small steps. And small steps are good. Small steps help you start your journey well. And it's very important. Every journey starts with a single step, right? I mean, many great people have said that before me. So it's important to take that small step, but it's also important to think big. The other thing along with thinking big, and I want to leave you guys with this, is to, while you're thinking big, focus on all of the details. Because very often when you're thinking big, you forget that life and success is always in the details. So when you're building this great company, I mean, when I started Pepperfry, I had what, 7 employees? Today I have 1,800. It's easy for me to say that Getting to 1800 was sheer perseverance, big idea, vision, etc., etc. But actually, it was also in the details. It was, what did the first 7 people do? How, if I'm getting 100 people more, what will they do? How do we change our systems and processes on an ongoing basis? Everything that I learned when I was an engineer, when I was in engineering, everything that I learned when I went to management, are things that I applied as I built our company out. And therefore, always remember, while you think big, life and success is in the details. So these are things I want to leave you with. Again, enjoy the journey, have fun, get great scores. Competition is important. Don't let anybody tell you that competition is not important. You're here because you competed and kind of won, right? So don't let anybody tell you competition is not important. It's super important. Don't let anybody tell you that working hard is not important. It's super important. However, have fun along the journey. It is also important to so to speak, smell the roses. It's also important for you to take a break. Sometimes go for a trek. I enjoy trekking, and let me tell you, the view from the top is the best. Nobody says I saw this fantastic view and it was in the base of the mountain. Anybody who tells you that it's a great view, it's always at the top. So competitiveness, getting there, the need to achieve, all of those things are important. And you should have all of them, keep at all of them. However, do enjoy yourself during this journey. It's going to be a very interesting one. I feel great for you. Thanks a ton to the Vice Chancellor, the Pro-Vice Chancellors for having invited me. It's great to sit on a stage with such awesome academicians. It's an honor, and thank you for having me and listening me out. Thank you.